Bonjour. Today's lesson, we're going to learn about telling time. So you should have a copy of the guided notes that was posted with this assignment in the Google Classroom. And I want you to go ahead and take notes. I know it is a PDF, so you can take notes on a notebook if you don't have a printer at home. If you can print it, print it. Otherwise, just take similar notes as on the guided notes as we go through this PowerPoint. Okay? Okay. Okay, using time expressions. So today we're going to talk about how to tell time. In order to be able to tell the time, you must be confident in your numbers in French, which we've just been learning numbers past 30. So let's review counting from 1 to 60. 60 is 60, right? Okay, so I'm going to, if you have a neighbor at home, you can talk back and forth. You probably do not have a neighbor that speaks French. So here we go. You're going to count with me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Bravo, bravo. Okay, we have the tools now to tell time. Continuons. All right, let's first start with asking the question. What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? It kind of sounds like Keller ate eel. Might help you remember. Keller ate eel. But en français, quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Répétez. Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? To answer the question, you use the expression il est. You might recognize that as being être. It is, okay? Il est. Il doesn't mean here. It means he here. It means it. Il est. And then you put in a number and you say heure. Okay? So my battery is low. So we're going to plug in. There we go. It is 1 o'clock. Il est 1 heure. Il est 1 heure. It's 1 o'clock. Okay, so you say il est, you put in a number for the hour, and then you say heure. Okay, so let's practice. What time would this be following our pattern up here? Il est 4 heures. And then we kind of just roll that 4 with heure, and it just sounds like il est 4 heures. Il est 4 heures. Voilà. What about this time? Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il? Il est 7 heures. Il est 7 heures. So you notice in this case, heure means o'clock, right? Okay, to give the time to the minute, you simply state the minutes after the time expression. Il est number, heure, number of minutes. So, il est 1h18 is what time? It's 1:18. Il est 1h18. Okay, let's practice. What time would this be? 3:41. Quelle heure est-il? Il est 3h41. Il est 3h41. Quelle heure est-il? 5:17. Il est 5h17. Il est 5h17. Bravo. Okay, now continuing on. You know, in English, we can say it's quarter past, or it's quarter till, or it's half past. We don't say that too much, but British English, they do say that somewhat. So we need to learn these three key expressions here, vocab expressions. So quarter after, okay, quarter past or quarter after, that's equivalent of 15, right? 15 minutes after the hour. And we use this little term, écart. You might notice quart, which is a fourth of a gallon. Quarter comes from this, okay? And it means, here it means 15, okay? So, il est 1h15 is, that's how you can remember how to say it. Écart. You know, Canadians, they say A lot. Écart. Voilà. Il est 1h15 is 1:15. Il est 1h15, 1:15. You could also say il est 1h15, means the same thing. Okay, half past, 30 minutes past the hour, is another expression. It's et demi. Et demi. Il est 1h30 is 1:30. Il est 1h30. Now, if you want to say quarter till, which we do say this in English, like, oh, it's 4:45, okay? Here's the tricky thing with French. We say it's 1/4 an hour. They say it's the next hour minus a quarter, okay? So watch this. They subtract. French people like math with numbers. Moins le quart, minus a quarter. Moins le quart, moins le quart, quarter until, okay? So, il est 2h moins le quart. Il est 2h moins le quart means it's 2 o'clock minus 15, okay, would be what time? If you said 1:45, you're right. So, 1:45 in English, il est 2h moins le quart in French. 2 o'clock minus 15. A little tricky. Okay. So, and this is just reiterating what I just said. Notice quarter till, you're saying minus the quarter, so you have to go to the hour ahead. And they will do that too with other time increments. Anything past 31, okay, 30, they would subtract backwards. So if you want to say it's 25 minutes to 2, I'd go to 3 o'clock, go to the next hour, and subtract 25. So, il est 3h moins 25. Voilà. Okay, so we're going to practice a few here together. Some of you may not be super good at reading analog clocks like this. Remember, the shorthand represents the hour and the longer hand represents the minutes, okay? In this case, the shorthand is red. It's not super much shorter than the black one, but that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to do this together. It's 8:30, okay? So we went, quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Il est, okay? We can go ahead and figure out what this is. Il est 8h30. Okay, so this is 8:30. Okay, let's use those expressions here. Now, this looks like it's 7:15. 7:15. Il est 7h15. Écart. Il est 7h15. Now we want to say it's 3:45. It's 3:45. It's 3:45. So remember what we're going to do. We're going to go to 4 o'clock and subtract. Il est 4h moins le quart. Moins le quart. Bravo. Okay. Okay. Going to keep going. Now, in English, we use AM and PM to signify if something is in the morning or in the afternoon or evening. The French don't have those terms. They don't have AM or PM. So how do you know whether you're talking about 9 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night? There's a couple of ways. Okay. Before we get there, I'm going to teach you the expressions for noon and midnight. So noon is midi. Répétez, midi. Il est midi. It's noon. Il est midi. Midnight is minuit. Il est minuit. Il est minuit. Okay. And to distinguish between AM and PM, like I said, there's a couple ways. You can use military time, and that's a 24-hour clock. I know many of you are familiar with military time because you might have family in the military or you're in ROTC. But basically, 0 to 12 or 11:59 is always morning. And then once you get to 12, you're going to add 12 to the hour. So 1300 hours is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Okay. 1400 hours is 2 p.m. Okay. And the French use military time much more than we do. It is always military time on official schedules. So a school schedule, a bus schedule, a train schedule, a plane schedule will all be written in military time, which makes it easy to know if it's talking about morning or evening. Now, in a casual everyday speech, they use the following expressions. Du matin, in the morning. Okay, that would be like AM. Du matin, morning. Matin is morning. In the afternoon is de l'après-midi. De l'après-midi. Après-midi is afternoon. So this would be PM. Okay, and then in the evening is du soir. Du soir, in the evening. Okay. Répétez. Du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir. Okay, so we're going to go back to these clocks and we're going to decide if it's in the morning or in the afternoon based upon these little clip arts here. Okay, so we're going to add one of those three expressions, du matin, de l'après-midi, or du soir. Okay, so we have a little la lune et les étoiles ici. So, il est 8h30 du matin, de l'après-midi, ou du soir. Du soir, in the evening, right? Du soir, très bien. We have le soleil, le soleil. Il est 7h15 du matin, de l'après-midi, ou du soir. I think this would be du matin, although in the summer, it could be sunny at 7 in the evening. All right, we have la lune et le soleil. La lune et le soleil ensemble. Il est 4h moins le quart. Il est 4h moins le quart du matin. Du matin, in the morning. Okay, because I think that's still nighttime, but it's daytime, right? That's 3:45 in the morning. Okay, très bien, bravo. Du soir, du matin. Et, oh, de l'après-midi. They said afternoon. Okay. I misinterpreted the clip art. I was wrong. Okay, voila. Okay, so now what you're going to do is his worksheet practice. And your worksheet is actually on a Go Formative just so that you can easily type on it. And that's what you're going to do to practice. So you're going to need your notes. I've also uploaded a resource in Google Classroom with like a little cheat sheet for all the time expressions that we just went over. So that is in Google Classroom, and I'll also post it with the worksheet homework. Okay, so hopefully you followed along. We'll be practicing over the next couple of classes. Merci et au revoir.